Tuungane sote na tushereke pamoja ushindi kwa ukombozi wetu. Tujitoe wenyewe, tusimame pamoja kulinda uhuru na umoja wetu. Enyi Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima. Tuungane sote tuimbe pamoja, kuenzi shikamano hatima yetu. Tujitoe wenyewe kupambana pamoja, uhuru na umoja vitawale. Enyi Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima. Tuungane sote na tujibidishe kutoa kilicho bora kwa Afrika, chimbuko la wanadamu, chemchemi ya utamaduni, tumaini letu wakati wa mafarakano. Enyi Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima.
Let us make Africa the tree of life. Let us make Africa the tree of life. This is Humanist TV Africa, and of course, this is Kato Mukasa, and I welcome you to yet another beautiful episode, beautiful show of Human Rights Watch here on Humanist TV Africa, where we meet, where we share with you and be able to contribute to our world. This is Humanist TV Africa, and of course, the show is Human Rights Watch, and we are going to be talking about the right to employment, the right to freedom of association, and of course, assembly, and of course, the right to freedom of mobility. And today in the studio is my colleague Brian Kabeko, based in Kenya, producing the show. And of course, this is Humanist TV Africa. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is right there. Our YouTube channel is Humanist TV Africa. And of course, the same name for our Facebook page. But also, I want you to consider sending us an email. Our email is info@humanisttvafrica.com, and our WhatsApp number is right there, +2547473566767, which is a Kenyan link, and of course our spokesperson will be able to link up with you and respond to all your queries. We are looking for partners we can work with. We are looking for volunteers. We are looking for associates wherever you are, in whatever country you are. We need you to consider working with us. We are a registered organization working towards the betterment of the humankind. We are here to empower, to inspire, to motivate, and of course to inform, educate, and of course to entertain our audience. We are a Humanist TV registered to do this work. We have studios in Kenya, we have studios in Uganda, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, UK, and the US, and we continue to do better each day. Today, we're talking about human rights and, of course, the right to mobility, the right to associate, the right to assemble in Uganda. You're looking at Uganda and, of course, Africa and, of course, the world. Now, Uganda's constitution, as amended 1995, Chapter 40 gives us economic rights. Chapter 40 of the 1995 Uganda Constitution, as amended, gives us a right to employment, a right to do work. But how do you do work when your roads are bad? How do you do work when you are under house arrest? As I speak today, house arrests are a common thing in Uganda. Opposition leaders such as Bobi Wine, Senator Kyagulanyi, are under house arrest. The Lord Mayor was recently put under house arrest and stopped from going outside to demonstrate. Remember, Chapter 4 of Uganda's constitution gives us a right to demonstrate, a right to show our discontentment. But the Uganda government is stopping people to demonstrate. As I talk today, Ugandans are not allowed to assemble freely and talk about political issues. They are always surrounded by police. They are always disrupted by police. Now, the police must not be partisan, but in Uganda, this is happening. The police is partisan. The police is breaking up political rallies. The police must be giving you authority to organize a meeting, which is illegal. I speak as a lawyer, and of course, a lawyer who has been into human rights practice in Uganda. As a lawyer, I should tell you that the law is clear. The Police Act has no mandate to stop a Ugandan from assembling. The Police Act has no mandate. The Human Rights Act actually empowers people to meet and discuss, even when they are discussing political issues. The Constitution of Uganda, Article 29, empowers people to assemble and associate and discuss issues. Article 29 of the Constitution of Uganda, Article 40 of the Constitution of Uganda, Article 21, 11, 10, Article 27. All these articles gives you rights under the sun, under the law in Uganda. And of course, remember, Chapter 4, we call it the Bill of Rights, give us the rights to do all the things we talk about. Our human rights in Uganda are fundamentally given to us by Chapter 4 of the Constitution of Uganda, 1995, Republic of Uganda Constitution, as amended, gives us that right to associate, to assemble, to move freely in our country. Therefore, the freedoms of people wherever they are in the world, in Uganda, these freedoms are inherent, meaning these freedoms are given to you the day you are born. You are born with these freedoms. You are born with these rights. No one should take them away from you. Humanist TV Africa is here to educate you about your rights as a citizen of the world. As a lawyer, I take this chance to educate my people about their rights. Remember, Article 40 gives you economic rights. Article 29 gives you a right to assemble. Article 27 and other articles gives you right to fair hearing, and all these rights you have to have in Uganda. The Police Act has no mandate whatsoever to stop people from gathering, to stop people from having assemblies, to stop them from associating and from moving wherever they want to go. The Police Act was challenged together with the Public Order Management Bill. We are challenged in a court case by Mwanga Kivumbi, and therefore those provisions that stopped people from gathering were declared null and void. Meaning, people in Uganda have a right to assemble. They have no reason why they should seek police's protection and permission to go and assemble. What's happening in Uganda today? People are being stopped from assembling, and this is breaking their own constitutional rights. Remember, the Constitution in Article 3 says, among others, the power belongs to the people. From Article 1 to Article 5, there too says power belongs to the people, which means that if the government breaks the law, the people have the powers to take on the government, including suing those officers that are actually blocking people from having their own inherent rights. We don't beg governments to give us these rights. These rights are inherent. The moment we are born, we have these rights. I'm going to be showing you images and see how these rights are being violated, but also see how politicians in Uganda are fighting for these rights. Remember, if the roads are bad and no one is minding about building them, yet you pay taxes, you must demonstrate. Brian, let us have a look at these images very fast, to show people a picture of what is happening in Uganda. This is Human Rights Watch. And of course, look at the roads. This is a government vehicle stuck in a bad road. Now, these are terrible roads in Uganda. Look at these roads in Uganda. Roads in Uganda, these are government vehicles, strong vehicles. They think can pass on these impassable roads. Look at the impassable roads in Uganda. This is to show you that the government in Uganda is basically failing. When I call them a failed state, this is what I mean. Look at the roads. Look at the roads. Now, this is a failure of a government, and we must come up and say, this is wrong. Now, people are defying this by planting bananas in the roads. Look at the roads. Now, how do people go to work, take milk, when the roads are that bad? Look at the roads in rural Uganda. Look at the roads in rural Uganda and see these feeder roads, how terrible they are. How do they transport people? The mobility of people is suffocated because the roads are completely bad. Now, here is an opposition leader, Sentamu Kyagulanyi. You know him as Bobby Wine. Here is planting bananas in the potholes, in the roads within the suburbs of the city, and this I support it 100%. Kyagulanyi is doing a good work by demonstrating. People all over the country are demonstrating as we speak, planting these bananas in bad roads. I want to call upon all my people, all my friends, all my supporters back in Uganda to please go ahead and demonstrate, just like Kyagulanyi is doing. Please fill these roads having potholes, fill them with banana stems until the thieving government of Museveni wakes up and actually works on the roads. Look at the people putting banana stems in the roads because the roads are bad. This is your right. This is an MP of Makindye, Nyeko, MP Nyeko there, planting a banana stem in the middle of a road in a capital city in Uganda. You can imagine, this is Makindye division. This is an MP planting a banana stem in a pothole in a capital state in Uganda. This is what we say. And I tell you that this country is failed for now because nothing completely works. The roads are bad and must be fixed. People are demonstrating. Here is the road mayor. Here is the road mayor. My Obi wanted to demonstrate, but he was arrested at his own home. He was not allowed to leave his own home. This is the capital state road mayor, Elias Lukwago, was trying to leave his home and join the demonstrators and was stopped from demonstrating. This shows you that actually peace is not all that present. The road mayor cannot move outside his compound to go and join demonstrators who are saying enough is enough. We want better roads. We want money to build these roads. These roads are bad and we have a right to move across the country. We have a right to go and work, but the roads are bad. Now people are planting bananas in the roads. Here is Kyagulanyi doing his work and of course campaigning to free Uganda. Yeah, that is again Chagulanyi on a border, moving around in the country, and of course trying to rally people together. And these are politicians. Kizza Besigye, Saddam Gaira, there, my spokesperson, and of course other political players in Uganda who are campaigning for a free Uganda. That is Kizza Besigye, the 3 times presidential contender in Uganda. I used to vote for this guy, and I believe he won twice these elections, and of course the elections were fraudulently rigged. This is how they are guarding the home of the opposition leader in Uganda. They have put there a military base at his home. The guy has been arrested and he is under house arrest in Uganda. The leader of the opposition, Bobi Wine, is under house arrest in Uganda. And of course, the police is everywhere in the city, stopping people from demonstrating. Why are they demonstrating? The roads are bad. Why? Why are the roads so bad when there's so much money that you people steal in the government of Uganda? Remember, Article 29 gives us a right to move freely, a right to assemble. Remember, Article 14 of the Constitution gives us a right to employment, a right to move freely and look for opportunities. Now, when the roads are bad, people must have a right to demonstrate. Now, this is why Humans TV is here to show you what's happening in the world, to show you your rights. Today, we'll be talking about Uganda, because tomorrow it may be Kenya, there may be Somalia, and other countries in the world. We shall be talking about these rights in different countries and show you what's happening there and encourage you to please respect the people of your country. Please go for your rights. Remember, no one is going to give you your rights on a silver platter. You're going to fight for your rights. You are going to fight for your rights. People in Uganda are saying enough is enough. People in Uganda are demonstrating peacefully. That's what the law allows you to do. The law allows us in the Constitution, 1995 Constitution as amended. The law allows us to assemble. Article 29 of the Constitution. Article 14 allows us to basically have opportunities to work. Therefore, if these opportunities are not there, we have to demonstrate. Article 27 gives us a right to fair hearing, and of course, other rights there too, which means that the entire chapter 4, gives us all these fundamental rights. When you look at the Constitution, it's so rich. And remember what Article 3 of the Constitution says, it tells us to defend our Constitution, to defend these rights once they are taken away. Remember, these rights are inherent. They are part of us being humans. Government doesn't give us rights. Therefore, government has no mandate to take away our rights. It is our responsibilities as citizens of the world to defend these rights. This is Humans TV Africa. I want to encourage you to please subscribe. Hit that button. Subscribe to Humans TV Africa and be able to watch this and more other shows. Thank you so much, the producer, for the work done. Kabeko Brian in Kenya, and of course, all the viewers, please share and like and take this message further and further. This is Humans TV Africa. See you in the next one.